Here in batch processing, if you have one workflow, okay, uh, is connected to multiple sessions, multiple sessions.
Session.
How to process this? So if we are processing, if we are dealing with multiple sessions, then we can call it as a batch processing. Batch
Okay.
processing. Here we have sequential, sequential batch processing, and then parallel, parallel
Okay.
batch processing. Two types. One is sequential and another one is parallel batch
Parallel.
processing. Okay. What is sequential? A regular thing
In a
only.
order, one by one.
Yes, good. One after one.
Yeah.
Sequentially, once it's completed the first batch, for example, we have session 1 and session 2. Two sessions we have. Indirectly, session means session represent different mappings, right? Each and
Yes,
every
sir.
session represent the different mappings. Now, here if you have two sessions, two different sessions. Now, how to run this? Here also the same thing. If you have dependency, first which session should run and then next which session should run, like that.
Okay.
Okay. In the first mapping, we are calculating the tax, for example. Okay. Once the
Okay.
first mapping is completed, in the second mapping, we need to calculate, we need to filter the records based on the tax. It
Yes,
means
sir.
first mapping should complete, then only second mapping need to run. It means
Yes, sir.
indirectly first session should complete first and then second session should start. It means the dependency object, dependencies, here also dependencies. Which one should run first, which one should run next. Okay,
Okay.
like S1, once S1 completed, S2, once S2 completed, S3, like this,
Okay.
right? But in parallel batch processing, S1,
It goes
S2,
simultaneously.
S3. At the same time, if you trigger the workflow, at the same time, three batches, three sessions will run parallelly. So here, if you don't have any dependencies, then we can able to run easily, right? If you
Yes,
don't
sir.
have any dependencies,
Any
we will
dependence.
run parallel batch processing. If you have dependencies, then we
Then we'll
have
go
to
for
consider
sequential.
sequential processing. Okay,
Okay.
these are the batch processing. And then one more concept, reusable, reusable sessions. What it means by the reusable, Asma?
It can be,
Right? Yes.
yes, sir. It can be used in another folders, in
Yes.
another mappings.
Generally. Right? It can be used
Yes,
in
sir.
another things, right? So if it
Yes,
is a
sir.
reusable mapping, we can reuse the thing in another folder. If it is a reusable transformation,
Session.
we can
Yeah.
reuse in another mapping,
Mapping.
right?
Yes.
If it is a reusable session, then we can able to reuse this particular session in another workflow. In
Okay.
workflow only we will use the sessions, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So if you wherever the sessions is required, okay, so no need to create a new session. Already existing session we can able to create. So up to now,
Okay.
where we have created the session in the workflow
Workflow.
manager, workflows, right?
Yes, sir.
Workflow. And we have another things, task, right?
Yes,
Task
sir.
also. If you create the sessions in the task, then it will become a reusable. If you create a
Okay.
session in the workflow, then it is a normal workflow. So we will see
Okay.
all these things, how to perform.
Okay.
I will give the control to you.
Okay.
Take the control, Usman.
Okay, sir. You can see the screen now, sir.
No. Yes, it's open. Good. Now expand the mappings once. How many mappings we have here? Just only one mapping, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Create one more mapping. Any dummy mapping like just EMP and then any target. Use any target. Just
You want me to clear this, sir?
yeah, create a mapping. Simple mapping.
Okay.
Already so existing sources and targets we will use and go to the mapping.
Okay.
Yes. Close the existing mapping. Go to the mapping tab.
Yes, sir.
Close. Close it.
Yes, sir.
No, no. Okay. Good. Okay. Any target. Take any target.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Connect.
Yes, sir.
Save it. Okay. Good. Now create a workflow and session for this in the workflow manager.
Yes. Sir, how to delete this start, sir?
Just go to the workflow and then close.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Yes.
Now create a new one. Just normal mapping, not a batch. This is not a batch. Okay, fine, no issues.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
You
and
want me to
create
close
it.
this, sir?
It's okay. Create a session. Create a session in now where we are creating session. Observe this in
Okay.
workflow designer tab. We are creating a session, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do it.
What name should I give, sir? Any name?
S underscore anything. Sample anything. No, no, no. First mapping, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Give the link.
Yes.
Okay. Double click the session. Okay. Now create.
No.
Okay. Save it.
Yes, sir.
Save it. Okay. Let it be. So now here we have created a session within the workflow, right? Now we will
Yes,
see
sir.
how to create a reusable session. Reusable, if you
Okay.
observe left hand side under the workflows, we have workflows, right? Left hand side objects. In the objects list we have
Yes.
workflows.
Yes, sir.
If you expand that one, it will show you the workflows, right? If you
Yes, sir.
expand the workflow, it will show you the session. In the workflows we have the session, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but in the sessions list nothing is there, right?
Yes, sir.
Nothing is there. So if it is a reusable session, then we have to create in the sessions list. Now go to the task
Okay.
developer. Task developer. Good.
Yes, sir. Here.
Here if you create a session here, then it will become a reusable session. Reusable
Okay.
session. Now we are going to create two reusable sessions. Okay, reusable
Yes,
sessions.
sir.
We will create two sessions, reusable things. Now go to the task tab. Same way, create the same way how we will create the session in the workflow designer. The
Okay.
same way are going to connect with the task developer. Yes, create. See, first mapping, select OK. Okay. Now observe here. Now the session came under the sessions list, right? Left hand
Yes,
side,
sir.
right? So
Yes, sir.
double click the session. Double click. We need to give DB connections, right?
Yes, sir.
Right hand side. Objects. In the workspace, we created the session, right? On that one.
Yeah.
Yes, double click. If you observe here, see the task type is reusable below the name s underscore batch.
Yes, sir.
Yes, reusable session, right? Okay,
Yes, sir.
go to the source qualifier, yes, and then target target bulk to normal.
Yes.
Good. Now save it.
Saved, sir.
Okay. Now we created one session. The same way create one more session.
Here only, sir.
Yeah, here only create one more session. These sessions are reusable sessions. If you want these sessions anywhere, second one, select second mapping.
Okay. How? Yeah. Should I close this, sir?
Close it, close it. Now create again. Okay, we have three sessions right now. So if you
Yes, sir.
observe under the sessions, we have three sessions. Now save this one.
Saved, sir.
Saved. Okay, good. Now, so indirectly, these sessions contains the mapping, right?
Yes,
These
sir.
sessions contains mapping.
Mapping.
Now, if you want to use these sessions in any of the workflows, so no need to create the sessions again. Okay, just we can drag and drop and we can reuse. Like,
Okay.
go to the workflow designer. I will tell you. Generally, what we will do, we will create a session. No, no, not in the designer, workflow manager. Sorry.
Okay.
Here, last one, that is workflow designer, right? Here we will
Yes,
create
sir.
a workflows, right? Now go to the workflow tab and then create a workflow. Create, say any name, give any name, workflow underscore reusable, reusable session, reusable. Okay, good. Click OK. See, now the existing reusable session we are going to use here. Just
Yes, sir.
drag and drop. Just drag and drop. See, we are not
Okay.
doing anything. Now give the link. Good. Now save it. So double click on the session. If you want to edit anything on the session,
Okay.
it's not at all possible. Try to give like a target bulk to normalcy. All the options are disabled. Bulk to normal. Okay. And remaining all the options are disabled. Click OK. Save it. Double click one
Yes,
more
sir.
time. Go to the mapping. Go to the targets. See.
Yes, sir.
So in the
It is
source
not
file,
reversible.
yes, it is not reversible. That is okay. So here, okay, if you want to edit anything in the source qualifier, go to the source qualifier. I mean, click on the SQ. So here, come
Yes.
down, see the options. See the options. All are disabled, right?
Yes, sir.
Right? But in the normal session, okay. Now open any another. Okay, do one thing. Create one new session here. I will show you that.
Here only, sir.
Yeah, here only create one more new session. So we are creating a new session here, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now double click on this session. Double click. See here we can able
Yes,
to
sir.
edit, right? We can able to edit the SQL query and filter all those things. But in the
Yes, sir.
reusable session, we can't able to, right? If you want to
Okay,
do
sir.
anything, we have to go to the reusable session and we have to edit. Okay. Now close this and open that reusable workflow. Yes, drag and drop on the workspace. It will come. Okay. Now this is the reusable workflow. So observe the symbol of the session, how it is.
Yes, sir. Some mark is there on it.
Yes, that is a reusable one. Once it is reusable, we can't revert it back. Same thing. Okay. Like how we
Okay.
will how the options will work for the reusable transformations. Alright. Now, okay. Now trigger the job. What it will do? Yes, it will run the job, and that what for folder is modified. Now save it. Good. It ran, right? Now
Yes, sir.
see one second. Come to the workflow manager. Workflow manager. Now here we are using reusable session, right? So
Yes.
now you observe, right, what is the difference between reusable session and normal session?
Yes, sir.
Normal session we need to create it, but
Yes,
reusable
sir.
session no need to
We can
create
just
again
drag and
and
drop.
again. You can just
Okay.
drag and drop the session. Okay. Now we will see what is batch processing. What is the
Okay.
batch processing? Now go to the workflow. Go to the workflow.
Workflow, sir.
Yes. Close the existing workflow. Close. Create a new workflow. Create new workflow. Good. WKF underscore
What name should we?
batch. Batch process. Okay. Good. Now
Yes.
click OK. Batch process. Now here drag that reusable sessions. Already sessions is there, right? That for
Yes, sir.
in the task, under the task, s underscore b3 s underscore batch, both the things. No need to
Okay.
create. Drag and drop. Not that one. Next. Okay, fine. Let it be. Drag and
Okay.
drop. And another thing also. See what we are doing? Just we are reusing, right? Another one also.
Yeah.
Okay. Now connect the link from first workflow to first session, and again from second first session to second session. No, 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 not from the workflow. Directly from
Okay.
the session to workflow. Click on that one and remove. Click on that link, particular link.
Yes, sir.
Yes, delete. Now give the link from S2 to S3. Okay, the same way that B3 to no, 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 reverse way,
Yes, sir.
reverse case. Okay, good. Now right click, not on in the workspace. Right click, arrange, arrange horizontal. Now see, observe this. Now it is in sequential, right?
Yes,
Is
sir.
in sequential. Now double click on the first one. Go to the target, bulk to normal.
Yes.
We can use bulk to normal, but remaining options it will not work. Okay, and
Okay.
then click OK. And then what about remaining things? It's bulk to normal is there, right? We changed, right? And we are
Yes, sir.
creating the session.
Yes.
It's there. Change it. Change from bulk to normal.
Okay.
Another one also change from bulk to normal. Good. Now click apply. Okay. Another session also mapping. Okay, good. Okay, now save it. Save
Yes,
the
sir.
thing. Now trigger the job and open the monitor. Now we will see how these sessions will run. Now go to the workflow. See, now which session is running first? B2. After that, now
Yes, sir.
B3 triggered. After that, last one, right?
Last, yes, sir.
So what is happening here? One by
One by
one.
one. Yes,
Once
sir.
first one is completed, next second one is started. Once the second one is started, next third one started. Right?
Yes, sir.
Now little bit expand that sessions. That name is the right first column
Which one?
above. Above the line is the right little bit expand.
This one, sir.
We are not unable to, yes. Go to that duration above. Yes, yes, little bit right side. We are unable to view the name exactly, right? Yes, little bit again. Okay, fine now. Okay, good. Now double click on the session one first. See the statistics.
Yes, sir.
See, it's loaded, right? First one
Yes,
is
sir.
processed, and second one also it's processed, and third
Yes,
one
sir.
third one also it will process, right? So everything is
Okay.
processed here also. If you have any dependencies, first this mapping should run first, then only another mapping should run, right? In that
Yes,
case
sir.
also we need to like set sequential batch processing. This one is called as a sequential
Sequential
batch processing.
process.
All these sessions we can call it as a batch, right?
Okay.
All these sessions we can call it as a batch. Now this is sequential, and now we will see parallel batch processing. In the parallel batch processing, what it will do?
All together at once.
Yes, exactly, all together at once. Okay, now go close this workflow, close this. Okay, now create one workflow, new workflow. Okay, give the name parallel processing batch, parallel batch. Okay, fine, no issues. Parallel batch. Okay, good. Now, okay, now pull all the three sessions here. Good. Now do one thing, connect for the all the sessions, connect the link from the workflow.
Okay, sir.
Good, good, good. Now right click,
Yes, sir.
arrange all. See how it is looks like parallel, right?
All
All
at
are
once.
in
Yes, sir.
order. Now, if you trigger this job, it will run all the sessions at the same time. If you don't have any dependencies, one second, don't run. We need to change, right, bulk to normal options.
Yes, sir.
Okay, change the bulk to normal options. Good. Good. Okay, now save it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now trigger the job. See, all the sessions triggered at the same time, right?
Yes, sir.
All these three things triggered at the same time and it processed parallelly. Now, if you don't have any dependencies, now tell me, Asma, which process is best, sequential or parallel?
If there is no dependency, then parallel is best.
Yes. So why? The time,
Because time will save.
yes, time will save the time of how much these jobs will run. It will reduce the time. So we can finish the job very fast, right? Now this is
Yes,
sequential batch processing and parallel batch processing. You know, understood the concept of reusable session, right?
yes,
Reusable
sir.
session, and then now go to the workflow. Go to the workflow. Here, now right click on the session. Right click on the session. Edit. If you observe here below, options is there, right? Fail
Yes,
parent.
sir.
This
If this
if this
task fail.
task fails. Fail parent if this task does not run. Disable this task. So all these options, okay,
Yes.
in these options, must and should in real time they will use fail parent if task fails. It means if you click that option, if any of the session fails, for example,
Yes, sir.
if this particular session fails, then complete workflow should fail.
This is only used in sequential, right, sir? Because
In
only dependency.
anywhere in if you have any one thing also we can use. For example,
Okay.
okay, here three sessions we have. Okay, all the three sessions should complete, okay, first. So if any of the one session failed due to some reason, but even though workflow will show you succeeded status only, it will not show
Okay.
you the failed status for this particular workflow. For the session status, it will show you the failed status, but workflow it will not show. For example, now do one thing. Uh,
Okay.
Go to the okay session. Sorry, go to the mapping. Double click on this one. Double click.
Where, sir?
The first session. Double click. Mapping. Target. Target. Select bulk. Revert. Revert option is there, right? Just revert it. It will come to the bulk. Okay, now apply.
Yes, sir.
Okay, save it. Save, control S, and then
Yes, sir.
now trigger the job. Now trigger the workflow. Now open the monitor. See, all the three is running parallelly, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, everything got succeeded even though bulk is there sometimes. Okay, go to the session. I'll tell you what we need to do. Go to the session. Go to the task designer first. Task designer. First one, first option. Yes, same.
Task
Yes.
developer.
Task, sorry, task developer. Double click on S underscore B2. S underscore B2. Double click. We are changing something to fail the workflows. Click on the source.
Okay.
Click on the source. Yes. Here, come down little bit. 1 second. SQL query is the right. Click on that one.
Yes.
Yes. Edit. Good. Just type any comma or question mark, anything. Click OK.
Yes, sir.
Now apply. OK. Save it.
Yes, sir.
Save. Now,
Yes, sir. Save.
yes, go to the workflow designer. Now double click. Mapping, go to the mapping. That comma came or not, just check. Yes. Okay. Good. Now do one thing. Now trigger the job. One second, save it.
Yes, sir.
Workflow, trigger the job now. Now open the monitor. See,
Failed. One batch is failed.
one batch failed, but what is the
Yes.
status of the workflow?
It is succeeded.
Succeeded, right? It should not
Yes,
be.
sir.
So if you want to identify if the session fails, must and should workflow also need to fail.
Sure.
Then right click on that one, right click, then first option is the right, edit,
Yes, sir.
first option, fail parent. If the task fails, this option we need to click. Okay, if you click this
Okay.
option, okay, it will fail the workflow also. If any of the session fails, if this particular session fails, we need to fail the workflow like that. Okay,
Okay.
click OK and then save. Real time for
Yes,
the
sir.
one workflow, maybe like 6 to 7 sessions will be there. So they will not see the status of the session, just they will see the status
Yes.
of the workflow.
Workflow.
It is succeeded, then it is fine.
Now
They
it
will
is
not.
failed. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
now it got failed, right?
Failed.
So like this, we have to. This is the option for the failed task. Okay. Now,
Okay.
okay, good. Go to the workflow. Understood, right, Asma?
Yes, sir.
These concepts. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Like one second. Practice all these things.